to be the chair of the Queensland Public Sector LGBTIQ+ Steering Committee. One of the wonderful things about being on the committee is I've gotten to meet so many awesome people, not only the other members of the committee who come from across the state and across the various departments, but also, this is our second networking event, so it's been wonderful to meet lots of people and to meet with senior leaders and just staff from across the state, so thank you for coming. Without further ado, we're going to now get on to the panel discussion. And being We're at Purple, and We're at Purple is all about young people, we have invited some wonderful people to talk to us about what it's like or what we can do more to support young people transitioning from education, secondary or tertiary, into working in the public sector. So the people we have with us today are Dr. Dino Willis from the University of Queensland, and as Megan said, they are our partner tonight, so thank you very much for your support. So Dr. Dino Willis is Director of Student Employability at the University of Queensland. They are responsible for developing and coordinating the strategic direction, framework and services that assist students to become game-changing graduates. In formal life, they represented Wales, Great Britain and Australia as a field hockey umpire in tournaments worldwide. Dino's pronouns are they and them. Thank you. We also have the wonderful Tegan Acton. Hands up if you've heard Tegan. I think everyone knows. Should I read the bio? So Tegan is currently working with the Department of Education Queensland Diversity, Culture and Engagement team to build and implement the new LGBTIQ+ employee inclusion strategy for the department's 90,000 plus staff. Her extensive human resource background has provided her with the ability to look at cultural change, inclusion and diversity as a business imperative. She is passionate, driven and excited about the opportunity to build an inclusive culture where employees can bring their whole selves to work and the youth of Queensland can see positive role models every day. Thank you, Tegan. Also, I have the wonderful Louise Nishaw, who comes to us from Queensland. So, Louise commenced her career with Queensland Corrective Services in 1988 as a prison officer at the Boggo Road Women's Jail. She tells us it's nothing like Orange is the New Black. A little bit like Wentworth. So Louise was one of 8 female officers who were the first female officers to work in a high security men's jail. She's worked in various roles across custodial, corporate and community corrections, and most recently as General Manager of the Maryborough Correctional Centre, and now as Regional Manager of Community Corrections in the Central Region. But by far, Louise's greatest achievement to date is her beautiful family, Michelle, her soon-to-be wife, and their 3-year-old son, Asher. Thank you to Isaiah Hobart, who is a radiation therapist based at Radiation Oncology Princess Alexandra Hospital. He graduated from QUT in 2007 and has been working for the Queensland...
17.
Sorry, yeah, 2017. Sorry, it does say that. Genius. He's been working for the Queensland Public Sector since the beginning of last year. Since coming out as an openly gay man in his family to his family and friends in 2015, Isaiah has been a passionate advocate for issues facing the LGBTIQ community. He's a member of the recently established Metro South Health LGBTIQ+ Inclusion Committee and is very eager to see progressive change within the organisation for more inclusive language practices and the promotion of diversity in the workplace for the benefit of staff and our patients. Thank you. Hey, you guys ready? So all those questions you got sent, we're not doing those. Okay, so I think we've got one microphone, so we'll pass it around as we talk. In today's Australian workplaces, LGBTIQ people still hide their sexual orientation at work, with some research indicating that a staggering 45% of people hide their orientation, gender identity, or intersex status at work. We also know that younger people, 18 to 34, are more likely to hide their identity at work than anyone else. Dino, can you comment on why you think younger people who are out at uni may hide their sexuality as they transition to the workplace?
Yes, I can. So just my opinion, obviously. But so the first thing that I would say is, if you think about the first time you started in a job and you wanted to make a good impression, you wanted to make sure that just said about probably the research you're referencing is the Australian Workplace Equality Index, which is run by Pride Diversity. A huge amount of people hide those parts of themselves in the work that they think is not going to help that professional identity. And when you're in university and you have all the academic freedoms that we have, you don't necessarily worry about whether that will affect your long-term career and your prospects. So you imagine going into a new environment, you've got to make a good impression, you want to create this professional identity, you want to be treated as somebody who is going to be the next commissioner or whatever. You don't want to do anything that's going to rock the boat, and suddenly you kind of say, okay, I need to hold back those things. Now I'm going to tell a story because the commissioner, was the commissioner, wasn't it? Deputy Commissioner, I do apologise, I'm just giving you a promotion. Just want to relay a story because I think stories are the best ways of explaining things. Now, I am 44 years old, I have a PhD in queer theory, I am the Director of Student Employability, which means I'm fairly high up in the organisation. I'm fairly confident in myself, as you may be able to tell. I gave a presentation recently to the Vice Chancellor's Committee, so all of the head Hegians of the university, all the movers and shakers. And what I always do when I introduce myself anywhere is I mention my pronouns because it's important. They are they, and them. And if you want to know how to use that, if nobody's ever used that before, you just say, I heard Dino speak the other day. They were amazing. I hope I get to hear them speak again. Just remember. I gave this presentation to the VCC, all of the big wigs, and I'm very confident in myself and my identity. And I paused when I introduced myself, and I did not introduce my pronouns. Now imagine I'm a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 18-year-old, 20-year-old going into the workplace for the first time. If I'm that scared and nervous and worried about what the effect could be, how worried and scared and nervous do you think they are? That's why. Short answer.
Really good answer, absolutely. And it's interesting, I work in health and we talk to staff about being patient-centred, encourage patients to stand up and say things, and then I've had staff who've worked in health for 20 years who then have themselves become patients, and they've said the same thing. They said, when you're laying in that bed, it is really hard to speak up, yes. even when you know that it's really important. So, yeah, absolutely. So just a follow-up question then to other panellists. Why do you think hiding your sexuality might be more prevalent in regional locations? What was that?
The panel in the back. So I can speak a little bit to the regional and remote perspective. We obviously, as the Department of Education, is spread across one of the largest states in Australia into areas that are known to be fairly conservative. So although not a lot of positives came out of the marriage equality debate, we did get some very useful ideas and statistics and some really useful data that we could work with, where we can actually see a fairly clear divide across the state as to what areas have shown that they perhaps would have reflections of less inclusive environments. So when perhaps one of our teachers is looking to work in a rural or remote school, it can be a consideration that we may take when we are making those placements to go, would there be a perception that this person might be more afraid going into that area, given the social stigma that might be associated with the marriage equality debate? Additionally, the Working for Queensland survey, which I probably will have an opportunity to talk a little bit more about going forward, so I won't break it down as much as I might in some of the other questions. Bit of a giveaway there. But we did get the opportunity to see in the Working for Queensland survey that there was a clear distinction between people who seemed more comfortable to be out about their sexuality in our metropolitan areas than they were in those regional areas. So I'm not sure exactly why, and it would be casting some aspersions, but definitely when things like the marriage equality debate give us such clear data that these areas are less accepting and make people feel less safe, then that would certainly be an indication of why someone might be a little bit more afraid going into those areas.
Yeah, and now, actually, Louise, I want to ask you now, because you've worked in regional areas, live in regional areas, what can we do to better support LGBTIQ people to feel less isolated or more supported in those regional locations?
Yes, I think it probably speaks to the point that Dino went to early on. And different agencies recruit differently, so you've got a mixture of the social acceptance in certain communities, but you've certainly got somebody who's trying to pave a way board people where we are not just worried about, from the senior leader, you're kind of covering off a whole range of liability issues. I should probably not say that too hard. But so we want to onboard people. We want to show them, what the expectations are. This is what we can do for you. But we certainly don't, I think, go far enough in terms of being very visible and very public about the level of support that individuals can have, not only within the agency, but I also think there's an opportunity for us to be more connected across agencies, so that people are not only trying to find support within their own agency, but across the broader range, because there's a whole lot of us out there delivering services into remote communities.
Yes, thank you very much. And that's really great linking to Isaiah. You're someone who's recently graduated and started within the Queensland public sector. What has that experience been like, and were you ever worried about being your whole self, or bringing your whole self to work and being out of work?
So I came into the public sector at a really good time. So at the end of 2017, the marriage equality debate had ramped up. So all of the social media, all of the talk in the news, everyone was talking about it. So I think I was very lucky to come in just after that, at the time of beginning of 2018. And at work as well, in where I work, we're in a very small department, so all of the staff we work with know each other quite well. So coming into that environment was quite daunting. I was very scared. You almost feel like you have to come out again to all these people. So working with 60 other colleagues, you have to come out to each and every one of them. I had a wonderful coming out experience, but you don't know these people. So that was very scary. However, I was lucky enough and very blessed to have a colleague who was out and very vocal, and Kate, who was here, God bless her. So she paved the way, which was really awesome. So I had a really seamless transition, and I have, to this day, not had a single issue with anyone. Certainly things regarding inclusive language, I'm not afraid to correct people. And that's really as far as it's gone, just little comments. But I feel like we are super lucky, and I'm just talking from my experience, it won't be everyone's experience. Our senior management are really awesome in terms of staff culture. There is no harassment, no bullying policy. So we're really lucky that I can come into an environment like that where everyone's going to get to know you pretty well, and I feel safe at work, and I can be myself. So I've been very, very blessed. I know it's not everyone's experience, but yeah, I've been very, very lucky.
I think that's wonderful, and I feel like sometimes, things aren't progressing as fast as we like, and then I think there's actually a generation of people coming through now who will never have to face probably what some of us had to, and fight the things we had to, and that's wonderful. That's the best thing. Thank you. So I just want to talk to the members of the panel now and ask you about the importance of those LGBTIQ plus networks at work and what they mean to you.
So, as was mentioned before, we've got a recently established LGBTIQ Inclusion Committee for Metro South Health, and I'm very lucky enough to be a part of that. And Seamus and Louise are here as well, who are founding members as well, so kudos to them, thank you. But it's really important to be a part of a network. So for me, I feel I can surround myself with people who have similar interests, similar goals, and we can talk about the change that needs to happen. There's no change without action, and you need very motivated people behind that to push the change. So I feel networks are so important, especially if you're finding that you might not have many people around you to support you in the community. So networks are a really awesome way to meet people, just like tonight, and you get to know people, hear their stories, and it can be applicable to any work environment. So I highly recommend.
I think particularly looking at our geographical spread, networks are invaluable. So our network is a digital network at this stage, with the encouragement to take that offline and create face-to-face ally networks in regional centres. But given just the geographical spread, to connect people together via an online network means that I've got someone in Mornington Island speaking to someone in Mount Isa and connecting with them about the difficulties of feeling like the only game in the village. that's a really beautiful thing. So in that way, a network's just, priceless.
The other thing I would add to that is that the network's not just for the individuals in the network, it's also for the signals that it provides to people around. So the visibility of that network is critical. So again, the story, because I like to tell stories. We have open days and events at the university to encourage students to come to the university and engage with partners and such like. The most recent open day we had, the UQRA network had a store. So we just in the middle of the Great Court, we had big rainbow banners and all that kind of stuff, and it's just open day. It's a staff network, so why would we be there? But we thought it was important to have a presence. And on at least 4 separate occasions, students came up with their parents, sometimes on their own, and said, I wasn't sure if this is where I wanted to come, but I can see the rainbow flags here. I know that I'll be supported here. I feel that I'll be welcome here. That's made my decision for me. And if you think about that as any organisation, what it signals is you are inclusive and welcoming, and you recognise the importance of diversity. So the visibility, it's not only for the people who are members of the network who might seek some kind of support or just a touchstone or a sounding board, it's also about what it looks like for the organisation to people outside of that organisation. That's incredible.
I think from a leadership perspective, what's fantastic about networks is that there's strength in numbers. So I think that the other, whilst there's support given to each other and the messaging outside to people about your welcome here, but certainly the messaging to senior leaders about what needs to change, where the opportunities might lie, it gives a leadership set, a touch point or an entry point to consultation, to what's working, what's not working. So that, from an informal network certainly, but from a more formal network, it certainly gives the opportunity for more contemporary and more appropriate addressing of issues that are current for the individuals in the organisation. Oftentimes as leaders we presume to know, but certainly what's changed in 30 years, so I couldn't possibly suggest what would be an issue that needs to be addressed today. So it's a great opportunity from that perspective as well.
Thank you. I'll say the same thing. I mean, I know, we've only just recently, the last week or so, announced the employee network within Queensland Health, and I think we had about 450 people sign up in one day, which is, phenomenal, and just shows that the need was there. And I would say same thing as Dina. Like, I know a lot of the people who have approached me at work just simply by wearing the rainbow blanket are not necessarily LGBTIQ plus people, but people who've got family members, children, partners who are going through their own coming out experience and needing answers, and they're not people who are linked up. They're not the people who are in the know. So it's really important for them as well. So, Louise, I just want to know, as a LGBTIQ plus person in a senior role in your organisation, how do you lead by example and help create a cultural change within your organisation?
I think lead by example. I think the points that have been made about joining an organisation and trying to make your way in terms of your own career, oftentimes you sort of step away a little bit from being conscious about being a role model, and I think that's probably the first thing that you need to do is stop and reflect that as you move into senior leadership roles that you are actually a role model, that bringing your whole self to work is equally as important as expecting a new employee in the organisation to be the same. So you have to be authentic and bring your whole self to work. I think as you're moving up through the ranks, you need to take care of your own backyard. So if you have an expectation that your organisation is creating a safe, inclusive environment, then you have to be accountable for that in your individual work role. And I think finally you need to be present, I guess, and really look for the opportunities and assignments within your organisation to move momentum and to take advantage of opportunities to leverage support. And I think most organisations have progressed the agenda based on allies and being able to leverage those opportunities. And when you have those connections and when you see those opportunities, you need to be accountable and responsible for taking advantage of that those conversations instead.
In your role, which is a relatively new role in education, can you tell us how Education Queensland has used some of the results from the Working for Queensland survey to create change within education?
So here was that spoiler alert again. I knew it was coming. Working for Queensland has been an incredible tool for us. So in 2017, it was the first time that Working for Queensland asked you to identify as LGBTIQ+. The answer options were yes, no, I don't know, and I prefer not to say. So that gave us a really interesting cross-section of data to look at and I suppose decide how we were going to use it. To start off with, the yes was easy. So that was very easy. We grabbed the yeses, we cross-sectioned, we had a look, and we checked their engagement levels with the average employee. Now, across the board, our employees who said yes, they do identify, which was about 3.4% of our working corporate population, so working for Queensland within the Department of Education, is just our corporate staff. We have a separate survey for our teachers. 3.4% we noticed was quite a low result when we would expect 10% of the population-ish to identify as LGBTIQ+. But that yes population were 1% more engaged than the rest of than your average employee. They had higher results when it came to management. Their managers were talking about flexibility, their managers were talking about inclusion, their managers were setting a tone that seemed to create an environment where a person might be likely to feel comfortable to bring their whole self to work. So essentially, the Working for Queensland data in that way backed up something that we assumed was probably already true anyway. Then we looked at the population that said that they prefer not to say. Now, some assumptions were made in that population where we went, it's likely that at least a certain percentage of that population probably identify and are not out in the workplace. Now, of course, some of those people may have just ticked that because they were like, none of your business, that's what I'm going to do. But quite a large percentage from some of the other speculations we've made, it did become clear to us that they were people who probably identified but weren't out in the workplace. And they were 21% less engaged than your average employee. Lower scores in management, primarily working in regional and remote areas. So that was very telling. That was about 3.27% of the population that were surveyed. And of those prefer not to say as well, so that was the 2017 data that I was talking about. When we flipped over to 2018, 1% of the prefer not to say actually went down and 1% of the yes went up. And that was about a month after our strategy was launched. So although we did cast some aspersions and assuming that those people were perhaps that population, it seems like that may have in fact been the truth. And it'll be really interesting to see, 1 year on from our strategy being launched, what we get from this Working for Queensland data.
And Tiggy, I'll just go back to you really quickly. Can you describe how you've measured the success of your Crowd at Work strategy?
So Working for Queensland, it's going to be a good tracker ongoing. Another way that we're measuring it is, as was mentioned before by Dino, there is actually an Australian Workforce Equality Index, which is run by Pride and Diversity, which is a national HR support service for LGBTIQ+ inclusion. So that Working for Queensland, Workforce Equality Index, AWEI, I'm just going to say that's much easier. The AWEI is a measure where they actually look at all of your inclusion practices from a standing basis, so your policy basis, as well as things like activities throughout the year. It's a very big undertaking. I'm assuming UQ have your, silver over here at UQ. That does deserve a touch. So it's a massive process. For us, it was about, I think 120 pages, over 100 pieces of evidence are all submitted to show what we're doing. We started that work in about May. So it does measure from January to December. We started in about May, and we achieved a ranking of bronze. So it was very exciting. It was amazing, and that puts us in league with organisations such as Qantas and Coles. So for us, we were like, whoa, our relationship manager, so here's my story, our relationship manager called before, and she was like, oh, you're coming down for the awards ceremony? I'm like, no, why would I come down? We're not going to rank. And then we got bronze, and I was like, whoa. So AWEI was a really big coup for the department, and it's really exciting to see how we're going to grow, and that's going to be an amazing measure going forward. Another key measure is about seeing that cultural change every day, how people feel engaged and how they believe they're perceived in the workplace, which is measured in so many different ways through conversations and through events like we're at Purple Day, where I've had a huge amount of photos coming from schools today of staff wearing the purple t-shirts and celebrating this day, which last year just didn't happen.
Dino, as Director of Student Employability at UQ, what are LGBTIQ plus students looking for when seeking employment, and is there a business case for inclusion in that?
I'll answer the second question first, and the Deputy Commissioner has already given you the answers. Absolutely. I mean, the point of having a diverse workforce is that you have more ideas, you have more innovation, you have more creativity. So there's no doubt there is a business case. McKinsey has done some research recently as well on boards, so like the AS 500. I should know this stuff. That's it, ASX 500. They looked at the diversity of boards, and they demonstrated that the more diverse your board was, both in terms of gender identity, disability, racial history, all that kind of stuff, that basically it improves your bottom line. So that argument is kind of out of the water in terms of efficacy of diversity in terms of bottom line, but also when you're talking about public sector, what you're doing is you're providing services to the public. So if the public can't see themselves in the services that they're engaging with, you're going to have less good outcomes. So I think that's kind of a no-brainer. In terms of what people are looking for when they either leave school or when they leave university, they're looking to see themselves. So the visibility is absolutely crucial. And again, another story, because I like stories. I remember talking to the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, is the person who I report into, Professor Joanna Wright. I had a conversation with her and we were saying, we need some executive champions, we need visibility at the very highest level. We've got the provost and we've got the vice chancellor teaching there. And I said, look, will you be an executive highlight? All we need you to do is wear the badge, just be visible. She went, give me the fucking badge now, I'm going to graduations. So she took the badge and she went to graduations, and there was thousands of students and their families there. And she stood up with her badge on and said, hello, I'm Professor Joanna Wright, my pronouns are she and her. And then carried on. So all she had to do was be visible in that one moment with the badge and to say what her pronouns were, because that signalled to everyone that she understood what this area was about. And really what people are looking for, any people are looking for, whether they're young or old or going into a new organisation, is to see themselves reflected in the organisation and specifically to see themselves respected by the leadership. That's all that's necessary.
Do you think the public service is doing enough in terms of diversity and inclusion to be an attractive employer of choice?
Based on my distinguished colleague, Tegan, yes, the stuff that you're doing now, and what I will say with the WEA is the kind of shorthand, so the Australian Workplace Equality Index, it is getting more and more difficult to get that badge. So getting bronze with only half of the year is amazing, and I think that you can only go from strength to strength. And what I would do is say, keep going at it, because that affords you visibility beyond what you can just do with the badge or with an event like this. It puts you in a league of, I'm from the UK originally, and the equivalent in the UK is Diversity Champions Network. And when I left university to go and find a job, I looked in them to say, who do I want to work for? So being visible not only in events like this, not only through the networks, but also in a peer-reviewed and objective survey, such as a WEA, gives you such great opportunity to identify and target those people who are the kind of people that you want to have involved, especially when you think about correctional services where you have a very diverse population who need to see themselves reflected. So what you're doing is the right track.
So Tegan, because education are just leaping forward so quickly, what advice would you have for other departments who are just starting out with their inclusion strategies?
I really think it's just about the small things. So having everybody wear purple and wear a purple day is a massive step. Introducing lanyards, showing signs of support, awareness sessions every now and again. It doesn't have to be everything all at once. I have the absolute luxury of having 40 hours a week in this position, and that's almost unheard of. So I'm really lucky that we are able to move so quickly, but just do whatever you can do, and that's wonderful. Leadership from the top is invaluable. If you have a top-down approach, it makes such a big difference. If your leaders are there and they're supporting the work and they're telling you that it's important, then other people will listen. And I guess, yeah, the biggest thing is just to empower people and be there and believe in them, have your networks, just begin something because something is better than nothing.
One very small, really small thing that everyone can do, and you can do this as soon as you go into work on Monday, not tomorrow. As soon as you go into work on Monday, your email signature set, just reference this network. Just say I'm a member of this network. That's all you need to do, because then every email you send to every staff member, every client, every partner will show that you actually support. It's a really small thing to do, but it makes a huge difference.
And just on the email signature, personal pronouns. So just pop your personal pronoun, she, her, hers, they, them, their, he, him, his. Such an easy step, and again, it's that one tiny piece of inclusion. It's a really good point.
Thank you. Okay, finally. Ready? You guys got to aim your band now. Okay. The themes for this year's Wear It Purple is stand up, stand out. In one sentence, could you all please tell us, or tell the audience, how you stand up, stand out in your workplace?
So, stand out, purple, and the rainbow lanyard, of course. And to stand up, just having simple conversations with everyone, transparent conversations, open, honest discussions.
Absolutely, and agreed. I think the one thing that I would say is reach out. I think it's hard to stand up and be right sometimes, but it's very easy to reach out and help somebody else.
I'm in a very privileged position to empower. So for me, it's I stand up, and I empower others to do the same.
You might should have other questions. I pay for people to have drinks.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. And I would say, I mean, I cannot, I know when people say, what can we do? Get rainbow lanyards. Get something. There is nothing more powerful than walking into a place and seeing something that tells you that you're going to be safe here. And seeing a single staff member who you know, you can mention your wife, your husband, your partner, and they're not going to be upset at you and they're not going to be weird about it. It's so powerful. So it really is little things, and then working on the big things in the background. So I just want to say a huge thank you to our panellists. Please give them a huge round of applause. And once again, thank you to the University of Queensland for supporting us tonight. Before we finish, does anyone have any questions? Burning questions for the panellists? It's okay if you don't. Does anyone have any questions? Everyone's keen to keep it. Okay. So, thank you all so much for coming again. Thank you to the Public Service Commission again, University of Queensland. Thank you all for coming. There will be a cash bar now, and there will be food. We've got a whole heap of food coming out, so please hang around, have a chat. We're not finished yet, so thank you everyone.